Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the PLDT Enterprise One with You, the virtual learning series on collaboration. We also have two other sessions on communications and continuity tomorrow and on Friday. Please join us there. This is Joy Hila from the public sector team, and I will be your host for this morning. The session aims to provide solutions to help improve how your teams collaborate via the different teleconferencing models. Collaborate meaning to work with others to participate. If you have any questions and suggestions, feel free to key them in through the chat box and we will address them during the Q&A segment. And now, to officially start the program, please welcome Ms. Telma Basobas, Product Manager for Microsoft 365. Thank you.
And thank you to everyone for joining us today in this virtual series of learning. This is called hashtag One With You. And again, my name is Thelma. I'm the product manager for Microsoft 365. And hold on, let me just share my presentation. All right, so I'm here to talk about Microsoft Teams modern meeting experiences. And especially today, during these times, we are very thankful that we have such tools, such wonderful tools like Microsoft Teams. This is the one that we're using right now to meet with anyone inside or outside the organization virtually or online. All right, just to start off, I'm going to share a bit of a trivia. Did you know that in terms of customer momentum, Teams is the fastest growing business app in the Microsoft history. And we have these numbers to back it up, or this fact. So we have 500,000 organizations using Teams right now. 91 of the Fortune 100 companies are using Teams. 53 languages are supported in Teams, and about 233 customers having 10,000 or more active users are, of course, on Teams. And mind you, these numbers are growing minute every minute. So what is Teams? So Microsoft Teams is a your on-the-go virtual office, and it allows you to do chats and collaborations, meetings and callings, and apps and workflows. All right, it is actually one um, customers can organizations can consolidate all their meeting requirements or collaboration requirements under one app, and so they can share information in persistent channel conversations like one-to-one chat and group chat with team members. They can also participate through audio and video meetings, sharing notes and documents in real time with attendees, and also, of course, connect with anyone, yeah, inside and outside the organization through what we call as Teams with phone system, or this is Teams calling. And we can actually offer this end-to-end service to any organization, so whichever industry they're in. And for the civilian government, we are, of course, addressing the government sector today. And there are a lot of things happening. One is, of course, this COVID virus that made us work from home, all right, and not see each other. And of course, there are expectations of on-demand services, increasing data collection, and the evolving cybersecurity landscape. And governments can leave behind or might move to a digital, can digitally transform, leaving behind old processes, disparate systems, and paper-based methods. And in the process, become more agile and innovative, attract and retain the right talent, provide friction-free collaboration and secure communication, and proactively secure information and infrastructure to instill trust and help ensure privacy and compliance. And of course, help protect against cyber attacks. And what's good news for us is that Microsoft is the most trusted service provider for cloud services. And they have anchored their cloud services on these four pillars or core principles, which are security, compliance, privacy and control, and of course, transparency. My question for you right now is, are you empowering your people to collaborate effectively, given the challenges and barriers in working collaboratively inside and outside of your agency? Top challenges or barriers are as follows. Barriers between departments and work streams, making communication a bit difficult and complicated, and diverse workforce skills and mobility needs. Protecting sensitive information is, of course, always been a top priority for everyone. Using Microsoft Teams can help empower your groups or teams inside the organization or agency to deliver the best possible care, to be able to communicate, collaborate, customize and extend, and work with confidence. So what can Teams do for your business? It can help you transform workplace collaboration, streamline business processes, connect everyone on a single platform, and provide enterprise-grade security and compliance. I think that is one of the most important of all the four. All right, moving on. So how can Teams help you run your business? So we have three P's as well in this presentation. So we have projects, processes, and people. So some use cases right here, specifically for governments, where Microsoft Teams can help you. In terms of projects, you can pull together, share, assign, schedule, collaborate, and access. So one use case scenario would be launching an event. This is very relevant right now. And we have actually gotten a lot of inquiries for this. So when you pull your team together, so this is how you do it in Teams. So you just add the names. If they are within your organizations, you can see them right away because they are part of your Active Directory. Sorry to use that term. But I understand we are addressing IT participants, IT from IT department. Am I correct? All right. So that is how you pull your team together and share pertinent information. So you can upload documents and choose which cloud storage you prefer to store it. So, but by default, all files will be stored in SharePoint, because if you create a Teams group, you automatically create a SharePoint site. All right. And then you can assign tasks and deadlines. There is an app embedded in Microsoft Teams called Microsoft Planner. So you can assign tasks to individuals within your team. So you can track the progress, like if it's in progress or it has been completed already. And you have some sort of a dashboard also to check the status of your project under one single pane. And you can also schedule and check-in meetings. So you can do meet now and join now. You can, and you can. It's been available recently. You can change your backgrounds already. Ayan, you can choose from the templates available. Right now, I'm using this background, the room background, as you can see. So you can also collaborate on documents. This is what we call co-authoring functionality. So most of us would the old thing that we do is that we send out the document to everyone via email and then let them update it. But right now there is co-authoring already. So 10 up to 100 people can work simultaneously on a document and not worry about version control. So it automatically updates. Everyone can work on a single document simultaneously. And the last one that has been saved would be the last version or the final version. And then you can always access up-to-date notes. So if you're familiar with OneNote, it's already also embedded in Microsoft Teams, and you can do your, you can make your meeting minutes inside OneNote inside Teams. You don't have to leave Teams for all the tasks that you would need, because you can also already schedule a meeting here in the calendar tab, as you can see in the leftmost portion. Okay, another, in terms of process naman, so we have how you can streamline the sales cycle. So where team drafts the proposal, seller submits the proposal, and then create the value proposition, and then submit and meet and call. So we have also a demo for that. So team drafts the bid, and so the organizer is now talking to the team. All right, you can see there, and attaches a document coming from OneDrive and sends it to the team. And then they work on that particular PowerPoint presentation simultaneously. So they give their inputs real time. All right. Sorry for that. And then the sellers submit the customer order. And they have a channel right here called AdventureWorks. All right. So that is a simple workflow already that has been done. So they can create the sales opportunity and model the data. Now they're using some PowerPoint, Power BI analytics here and dashboards. So Teams is really a very powerful tool. It's not just, as they say, just a mere replacement for Skype for Business. And just for your information, Microsoft will be discontinuing Skype for Business sometime next year. So it will no longer be available. So Teams would really be the main collaboration tool of Microsoft. And then they would submit it for approval. So they have created the workflow already and send it to the approvers, one or two or three managers or approvers. And finally, they can meet to close the deal. So they can collaborate by meeting with the members of the team. Yeah, so they can add people midstream as long as they are part of the organization. Or they can also do Teams calling. So Teams calling is not, what do you call this, built in to the Teams application. There should be an integrator like EPLDT and who to help you with the integration with your PABX or your SIP trunk. So we offer that service to our customers. All right, just one more around people. So people example would be driving cultural transformation. So inclusive conversations. So meaning you can add up to actually one Teams call can accommodate up to 250 participants or 250 people in one call. And so they can also do a lot of team engagements and make some announcements for new hires or anything that's happening within the organization. There, yan. Medyo very creative talaga din si Microsoft Teams. It actually is fit for all ages in the company. Yeah, the millennials and the baby boomers, everyone in the organization there. So you can, of course, send in. uh, Okay, you can also do town halls right now. There are a lot of companies requiring this right now because, of course, uh, you cannot meet people physically. So what we do is a virtual town hall. We've had it a couple of weeks back. So our big bosses addressed us via a virtual town hall, and we've used Microsoft Teams as a platform to do the live event. And that is how you create a Teams live invite. All right, and lastly, to meet with global teams. All right, so moving on. So we have some use cases right here for some roles across the government or your industry, agency rather. So for tax auditors, for IT people, and for first liners, um, frontliners rather, and for personnel, and etc. etc. So this is my second to the last slide. So why Microsoft Teams? Yeah, Teams is for every worker from CEO to first line or frontliners. Of course, you can do intelligent meeting solutions, video and content sharing and notes, and you can use a lot of certified devices for every working style and space. You can do deep integration with your business processes and LOBs or line of business applications. And what's good to note is that it has 42 compliance regulations, um, and available in 53 languages. Why Teams, why Microsoft, why EPLDT? So EPLDT has been a Microsoft partner for the longest time. So, and we are the number one CSP or cloud solutions provider in the Philippines. We are the only partner who has 24/7 local support. We have deployed over 43,000 Office 365 SKUs or plans, and we have the most number of gold competencies and Microsoft certified experts. And we also have this proprietary offer. We call it ACT, or adoption and change management and training. So we do not just want to sell you the licenses, but we really want to help you consume it, or we can help you with the adoption and training. Right, that's it for me. Um, Before the Q&A portion, so I'd just like to flash this screen right now. So we are offering right now a 6 months or free 6 months trial for Microsoft Teams. And the offer is good until September 30th. And if you have any questions or any clarifications, you can feel free to contact me. And of course, please contact your relationship managers so they can link you up with myself. All right.
Thank you very much, Thelma. Good morning, everyone. My name's Alvin Martinez. I'm with the public sector team of PLDT Enterprise, and I will be your moderator for today. I hope you find today's session very informative and very relevant on how we can continue to operate as an organization in these very challenging times. So now we are going to open the session for questions. Let me check if there are questions on the chat group. Any questions? Wala. Okay, so I have a few questions sent to me via Telegram, Thelma.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get Microsoft Teams for our organization? Is it available as a standalone service? Because some of our customers are familiar with Microsoft with Office 365. So, but they
Correct.
don't see Microsoft Teams as part of it. So if they're not a subscriber of Office 365, can they get it separately?
Thank you for that, Sir Alvin. Actually, Microsoft Teams is not available on a standalone basis. So this is the Office 365 licensing for government. So we have what we call G1, G3, and G5. G stands for government, of course. So this is a special offering of Microsoft to government sector. So G1 would have online apps, and this is specifically meant for first-line workers. It has limited inbox capacity and cloud storage. G3 has online and offline, and some additional security features like legal hold, etc., etc. And G5 is the full suite or the highest plan. So to answer your question, if they get any one of these suites or packages, they get Teams available, or they get it as built in.
Okay, thank you, Thelma. I have another question. They're asking, we're offering a trial for Microsoft Teams, and is that different from a paid version in terms of feature and functionalities?
All right, sige. In terms of features and functionalities, there are actually two flavors that we are offering. One would be for a month, which is full blown. It can be Business Premium or what do you call this, E3. Also, we can offer G3 for government. And the second one would be the 6 months. So that is just, yon, may nag-unmute. Yung G1, online lang siya. So, yan. So, iba rin kasi yung paid, of course, paid subscription and trial. Trial would have a default domain name of onmicrosoft.com. I believe that won't be, that is not meant for production level usage. So I would really highly recommend that they get the paid version. So for the trial accounts, those are meant for exploratory. And this is just a service of Microsoft and PLDT because due to COVID-19.
Okay, thank you very much, Thelma. I guess one last question. There's an inquiry regarding handling confidential information and security. Can you share a little bit about that?
All right, sure. So I have a ready answer for that as well. Okay. Boy Scout, Girl Scout, Girl Scout. So I have here a checklist. I don't want to be I don't want to be too biased towards Microsoft, because we are also offering other solutions. And I have my colleagues here also in the call. So I have here a checklist for choosing the right collaboration tool for work from home setup. All right. So we are talking about security here. So there are top three criteria. So one, if the solution enforces team-wide and organization-wide two-factor authentication. Alam ko mga IT naman yung nanonood, so they can relate to this. They can understand the terminology. So there should be encryption of data both in transit and at rest. Magkaibang bagay po kasi yon. So number 2 would be files are stored in a secure repository and cloud storage and are backed by encryption. So yung sinabi ko kanina, there's SharePoint Online, that is the back end for every team site that you create. So it follows also the overall security feature of Office 365. All right. And number 3 would be the uploaded document or content. This is, I think, what your question is geared towards to. All right. So content and every conversation inside Teams are encrypted and kept private and secure.
Okay. Thank you very much, Thelma.
I think I've said a lot.
Yeah. Actually, I have
1 minute lang. Yeah, go.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna say something, Joy?
Yeah, in the chat group kasi, there are questions. So like, what's the difference from other meeting apps? Is it included in the Office 365 E1? How are the Gs different from E1/E3 versions? Are the G versions available in the DBM's procurement service? Go. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, available po yung G1, G1, G3, G5 in the DBM. Although we would know that EPLDT cannot participate into that. But in the near future, we are talking to DBM for us to be able to participate. So that's the answer to that question. So all the Gs are available in the DBM. All right. And for what's the difference between E1 and G1? So parehas lang po. It's just a naming convention just to differentiate it, or the SKU, that it is for the government. And even the price is the same actually. And that
Okay.
is, I'm speaking for CSP. I'm not speaking for the DBM pricing. It's different pricing altogether.
Okay, Thelma. Maybe one final question. Can this be integrated in an existing or an on-premise email? Yes.
All right. In terms of Active Directory, yes, because if they have an on-premise Exchange set up, so a prerequisite for that is that the company should have Active Directory in place. So to answer your question in terms of integrating it, yes, if they are on-premise version of 2013 and up, so the two applications can talk to each other, meaning calendaring can happen in the Exchange on-premise, but the Active Directory should be there to make the two applications talk to each other for the authentication of users.
Okay. Thank you very much, Thelma.
All right.
Yes, I still have a lot of questions, but probably we'll get to the users and try to address them individually na lang. You can reach out to your different relationship managers regarding Microsoft Teams. Thank you very much, Thelma.
Thank you so much.
Okay. For our next speaker, we have Mr. Frank De Jesus. He's the product manager for Cisco Collaboration and Fixed Cellular Services. Frank?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so today I will be discussing the WebEx meetings. I will show you some slides. So WebEx, so this is WebEx. So WebEx is a meeting platform. So you can do meeting, calling, messaging, and collaborations. The WebEx that we are offering right now is a full features under the free trial. With that, you can do a host. You can host a meeting up to 1,000 participants. If you have also a gathering, especially for this COVID time, especially on the frontliners and man in the uniforms, if you have these special events, we have these products. We call that as Cisco WebEx events. You can also do yung kamustahan dyan. So para everybody will be notify or will be taking care of your management or your organization, especially mga frontliners natin. We also launching yung WebEx education. So 'di ba nalalapit na rin yung schooling natin. So para to make it available yung classroom natin. So I guess we have the solution for that. So for the education sector. And then also this is WebEx. So meaning you can collaborate, join meeting to your IP phones, your computer, your cell phones, or your in-room devices. So what is good with the in-room devices, especially when you go to the meeting room, especially you enter the room. So instantly the Cisco WebEx will ask you if you want to start the meeting. So you can talk to the end devices. If you want to start the meeting, you can delay it for a meantime and then you can start it. So by saying, let's start the meeting, something like that. WebEx is here when the world needs to connect, communicate, and collaborate. So andito lang kami for you to give you the best experience of collaboration. What's the new standard here? So we are saying WebEx is easy to use. Why? Because you can use it on your phone, on your laptop, or any in-room devices. And then by joining the meeting rooms, it's so easy. So you just click the link or click the green button like the join where the link is. And then for the easy to manage, the IT guys or the IT admin, they have a portal to manage and to create the accounts. Going back to the easy to manage is all the IT admins will be given a portal where they can use to manage their adding accounts, manage the account records, and the configurations, everything. The insights are there. And for the end user also, like us, we have the portal wherein you schedule your meeting. You can create your personal meeting room. And then for the platform advantage, this is one unique features of Cisco WebEx is actually during the meeting, pag nag-meeting tayo is na-experience nyo, di ba? If you want to join the meeting, you just talk to the end devices. If you want to start the meeting or schedule a meeting or during the meeting, ito yung medyo maganda sa kanya is pwede mo siyang kausapin na gusto mong action taken or highlight mo yung discussion na yon. Siyempre, di ba, pag nagmi-meeting tayo, parang ang nangyayari kasi is meron tayong mga actionable item or parang mga next step natin. So those actionable items and highlights, you can talk to the WebEx platform and then say it, and then send it, and then track it for the action taken. So it will create additional highlights to the meetings, and then no need for to rewind it, di ba? So yun yung kagandahan dito. And then yung online transcription meeting natin, lahat yon pinoprocess natin in one platform. All these transcription messages are processed by Cisco. There is no third party na involved dito. So safe tayo. Yung mga documents natin, yung mga files natin are very safe. So secure and reliable, scalable, because we are using a single platform. It's an end-to-end encryption. And then Cisco also is following the high standard of security protocols. So whether in transit, at rest, and in motions. So all the files are secured and documents. Next is I will make some demonstrations of the WebEx meetings. If you have more questions, so later I will cover it. So for the meantime, let's go to the product demonstration. Okay, this is the calendar, but before we go to the actual demonstration, I will set some advice for the best practices for great online meetings. For you to achieve the great online meetings, ito yung mga best practices natin. Number one, you download the WebEx meetings application, and then you can shift your schedule, whether every 30 minutes or every 1 hour of the meetings, and then you can join as early as 15 minutes or 5 minutes before your meeting. And then syempre nasa bahay tayo, no? Ang experience natin, minsan mabagal yung internet, minsan mabilis yung connectivity natin. So what we need is to improve the experience is yung closed background applications o yung mga hindi natin ginagamit. Then I know it's a part of security. We are covering up end-to-end encryptions. We are taking charge of that. And then just turn off your VPN, because if you turn on the VPN wherein you're going to your network of your offices, it will some impact on your experience because of the security protocols of your company. Next is reduce simultaneous streaming activities. Minsan kasi pag nasa bahay tayo and we have a meeting, ang nangyayari is may mga gumagamit na kasama natin sa bahay. They're using for the streaming for YouTube, watching movies, okay? Or browsing any data in the internet. So just tell them to minimize the streaming o yung watching ng movies natin. And then Kung yung Wi-Fi signal natin, make sure you take i-connect natin sa LAN natin. And then run on the speed test. Later on, I will show you how easy using a Cisco WebEx to check your speed test. And then share content before a call. So pagka medyo yung bandwidth natin is yung connectivity natin is not good. So in advance, you share the files so that it will not hamper your meeting or your discussion. Okay? And then kung talagang yung Wi-Fi natin is not so good, and then you have the option to turn off your video. With Cisco WebEx, we can guide you. It's like a green, yellow, and red. So later after this, I can show it to you. And then the most important is you have to turn off your audio if you're not talking. Okay. This one is in any connection type. These are the guide that we can share to you. You can use it to other collaboration tool as well. But for Cisco WebEx, this is our guidelines for you. If you have strong Wi-Fi or connectivity, you turn on your video as well your audio, and then you can also share your files. But kung medyo weak na yung Wi-Fi natin o yung connectivity natin, you just minimize. You turn off the video, parang ganon, or your webcam. And then close the files na unnecessary. So just use your WebEx meetings. For example, for me, I'm presenting, so I just open the PowerPoint, the WebEx meeting, and the browser. So 3 applications only. So with that, so I can improve my WebEx meeting experience. And then this one is no Wi-Fi, no LTE. So of course, there's an option to dial in. We have a plan for the Cisco WebEx wherein you can call by PSTN. So you can also, this is an option. But this one, most of you are using the option 1 and 2 to have a better experience in terms of meetings. I will share my WebEx meeting so I can show it to you. First off, I will go back to the calendar. So normally, Cisco WebEx is compatible to Microsoft, to Google. So I can work with Google Calendar. So like with my account is I'm using the Google Suite. So I'm compatible also with Cisco. For example, I want to create a meeting. I just click the create button and then type the title of our meeting and then add this button. It will create a link where the participants can join. So later on, or if you are able to download the WebEx meetings on your mobile phones, you have options to just enter this number. This is my personal meeting room. So when I send this one, for example, I will send it to my colleague, to Richard, and then I will just change the date. Okay, I will set it for 11 o'clock meeting to 12 p.m. And then I will just save it. Then click send. Okay. Here's the look of my meeting created to Richard. So here's the link. So it's clickable. So for you to join the meeting, for example, if you receive my email, so just click this one. Can you still see my screen? Okay,
Yes,
I will
Frank, we
just
can.
open the app. Okay, so it will bring you to the WebEx desktop app that will be installed to your laptop, or if you join by mobile, it will pop up your WebEx meeting. These are the button that you can press if you want to show your video. And then turn off, turn on your audio, then do the recording, screen sharing, and then if you want to chat and show all the participants you want, and then some quick uh, action, and then you can also lock the meeting if you want, so that everybody can be ask permission if you want to join the meeting. Okay. Then also for annotations, you can do annotations here. So, and then after your meeting, then here's the collab solutions. I mean, the collab solutions that we have is the WebEx Teams. So after the meeting, you can continue your collaboration with the other participants. You can do chat here. You can do sending files. You can send also link. For example, this one, I created this one for the purpose of this meeting. So I created the marketing and product. So as you can see, for example, pagka marami na yung mga usapan, 'di ba minsan ang hirap nang balikan yung mga files. So what we did for WebEx Teams is you can easily the menu are available up, and then you can see everything, all the content or the files that they are shared to you. So hindi mo na kailangan ibalikan pa yung thread ng message nyo back and forth. So also kung sino yung mga participant na kasama dito, you can also check kung kasama pa ba o hindi na. And then the same time, it has a schedule. You can schedule a meeting with your participant instantly through the WebEx Teams. And then this one is for the space. Space, if you want to create a messaging, this is for the space, meaning it's a group of person. And then if you want to message to chat for an individual person is contact person. Okay. And then if you want to ask more assistance, we have the help bot. Okay. So recently this was changed. Before it was like a multiple colorful circle that in place here. Now we just changed it last April 6th, last week, and then to make it more functional and then easy, so we changed it the menu, the options here available on top. Okay, that's the end of my product demonstration. So I will go back to the presentations. Here are some use cases that we can offer to you, especially on the government sectors. Those are the frontliners or a person at home who wants to ask for consultations to a doctor. You can use the WebEx meetings to ask for consultations to your doctor. So this remote care virtual consultation was used globally. Ang isang magandang story dyan is yung nasa Thailand. Yung ang pumupunta o humaharap dun sa pasyente is the robot. Meron siyang camera on top. And then there's an iPad on his body. And then, alam mo yon, parang hinarap ka ng doctor or something in the healthcare officer na umattend sa'yo kung ano yung nararamdaman mo. So virtually, nakakausap niya, nasasabi niya, nakikita siya kung anong situation niya, kung talaga bang emergency na, no? So malaking tulong yon. And then one of the good na gagawa ni Webex is, alam niyo, yung pinakita ko na sa second slide, yung Desk Pro na endpoint device, ang ginawa ng mga healthcare globally, nilagay nila dun sa sa parang cart. So anytime na kailangan mag-check yung doctor, they just bring the Desk Pro, and then the doctor will just see the patient, discuss the situation of the patients, diagnose, mga ganon, no? So, and then, isa rin yung nagawa namin dito sa may Buhan, yung telemed. So, this one is yung mga consultation, kasi nga, di ba, naka-lockdown yung sa Wuhan, no? So, isang magandang nagawa natin yun is, yung mga tao is, they can do consultation online. Yun yung isang magandang nangyari ngayon in times of this one, COVID. These are the government agencies that avail the Webex free trial account. So on the healthcare, on the man in the uniform. So lahat po ito po yung nag-avail muna. And then we are saying, we are extending it for you. So you can tell to your organization that we are continuing the free 90-day full feature trial of Cisco Webex. So all you have to do is click the link. Then once you click the link, we will just ask you some few questions like your name, organization, telephone number, then company and your email address. And then we will get in touch with you to provision the free trial account. So that's it. That's my presentation. I can now accept the question and answer, Albin.
Thank you very much, Frank. Are there any questions on the floor from our viewers in the chat groups? You can post your questions in the chat group. Maybe I'll start off with the one question that was sent to me earlier, Frank.
Okay.
They were asking some of the security features that is embedded with Cisco Webex.
Yeah, with Cisco is a compliant to high standard of a security protocol, meaning is even in transit, in motion, or at rest, we are protecting it end-to-end encryption. So we are assuring the consumer that we are giving them the best security of the world.
Okay, thank you very much, Frank. Another question is, we've been promoting the 90-day trial to our customers.
Right.
They're asking if there is a time limit for a session or a video conferencing session during the trial period.
Time limit, meaning when you are hosting the meeting.
Yes, when you're hosting a meeting, I guess this is based on one free application wherein a trial is about 40 minutes. So do we have that same feature with our trial?
Yeah, with our trial, we limit the 40 minutes. We give you the unlimited. So meaning you are experiencing the full feature trial of the paid version. So I suggest you take the advantage of that, of having the free trial Cisco Webex by clicking the free trial version that you can see on the screen. So to answer that, Alvin, there is no limit. We remove the limit to comply with the needs of this pressing time of the COVID-19. So the management of Cisco is agreed to remove it, and then let the employee to work from home as is, as if they are in the office. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very
Okay.
much, Frank. I have another question here, Frank.
Okay. Sure.
Is the WebEx application available for all types of mobile devices?
Yep. It's available. It's compatible. You can download. You can download it now through iOS and Android. Yep. It's available.
Okay. But if you don't want to install, for example, in your desktops or in your mobile app, they can still join meetings through browsers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They can join also through browser. Yeah, on their desktop if they want to install it, the applications. We have that options as well.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much, Frank. For additional questions, we've posted the email addresses wherein you can send additional inquiries or specific questions regarding the product that has been presented this morning. Thank you very much, Frank. And for our final
Al-
speaker,
Albin, one more thing, Albin, I
okay,
just
go ahead, Frank.
to highlight something. So again, guys, I'd like to encourage you for the pre 90-day full picture trial. So just click the button here, and then you can experience the WebEx meetings, and then you can contact your relationship manager or can get in touch with me.
Okay, thank you.
Here's my number there.
All right. And to
Okay,
all
thank
our
you so much.
viewers, to all our viewers who registered, we will be sending you the links for all the trials for the three platforms that we'll be showcasing today.
Thank
Okay,
you po.
and for our final speaker, she's the head for business management for cloud apps and professional services. Let us all welcome Monique Della Luna.
Hi everyone, good morning. Thanks Alvin. Again, I'm Monique Dalla Luna and I handle the Google Cloud product for IPC and EPLDT. So this morning, I'll be focusing on Google Meet. So that is the video conferencing tool of G Suite. Okay, so let's just wait for the slide. Okay, there. So Google Meet is a unified communication service that enables text, voice, or video chats either one-on-one or in a group. So Google Meet is built into Gmail. So if you have a Gmail account, you should be able to use this feature. It is also built into YouTube, Google Voice, plus there are Google Meet apps for iOS, Android, and the web. It's essentially a useful and cost-effective collaboration platform for both enterprise and consumer customers. So this is friction-free because you all know that video meetings are not or is not a new concept, and common challenges that we encounter or some of you encounter is that when you get the enterprise video tools, it's either expensive, hard to maintain, or the quality is a hit or miss. So today, Google Meet has a video first meetings affordable, scalable, and integrated. Meet makes it super simple for your teams to be able to connect face to face and collaborate in real time anywhere you are. In addition to creating more immersive workspaces and productive meetings, Meet is easy to manage and use. So, these are the three um, areas of improvement where in Google they have experience. So, the video first culture is part of the Google DNA. With Google's cameras on approach, they've seen firsthand significant improvements for these three. So the first item there is a team collaboration. Video first meetings enable better communication across teams, regardless of where they're located. So there's less crosstalk and visible body language and allows people to better understand intent. This improves building on ideas, problem solving, and working together to find a solution. The second is engagement. So we believe you shouldn't need to be in the room to have a seat at the table. So just like what we're experiencing right now. Having your camera on eliminates a participant's ability to fade into the background or become distracted by other work. Every meeting participant is more actively engaged. And then the third item is productivity. What this all leads to is meetings with clear messaging, better communication, and more active participation. Overall, video first meetings help employees get more done faster. So, on the next slide, we all know how critical it is to have everyone to be on the same page. So, how do we do that with these changing times in the workforce, especially during this pandemic, and make sure that everyone's ideas are heard and that they feel included? So, about a decade ago, Google set out to learn what makes a meeting effective at Google and took what they learned to create solutions that help Googlers collaborate more efficiently. Over a decade has passed since they built the first prototype. As a pioneer in video first meetings, they understand the importance of ease of use, quality of the video experience, and ease of administration, and have designed their own solutions with this in mind. Today at Google, they connect to video meetings over 275,000 times each day from their meeting rooms, laptops, and mobile phones. And they have over 20,000 video enabled rooms internally in their company. So it's helpful to see the way teams use the tools within G Suite to unify their communications. As you can see here, it is fully integrated with G Suite. Because Meet is part of G Suite, it works with many of the tools to make meetings simpler and more effective. So here are some few examples. First is a calendar. You can automatically find open times, rooms, and resources. For Gmail, you can accept or decline meetings right from the inbox. For chat, you can ask at MeetBot to find and schedule a time that works for everyone. So there's an AI there. And Drive, you have the ability to record meetings and auto-save them in Google Drive. For the next slide, it shows you the features available with G Suite Edition. So there's Basic, Business, and Enterprise. Let's go through one by one. Participants. So for basic, you can have 100 users who can participate all at the same time. For business, you have 150. And for enterprise, you have 250 participants. Next is native apps for Android and iOS, which is available for all editions. So if you are away from your desktop or your laptop, you can easily join your video call using your mobile phone. Third is screen share is also available for all editions. So similar to what you're experiencing with Teams, we in Google Meet have this ability as well. And it makes and allows users to have more collaborative and productive experience, whether you're teaching, presenting, or showing a step-by-step instruction to your audience. And the next one is record meetings and save them to Drive. This feature is only available in the Enterprise Edition. And then external participants are allowed to all editions, and this is as simple as admitting the participant at one click. So this is very important, especially if you are an organization where security is key and important. Next feature is dial in. This is available in all editions. So if your G Suite administrator allows, you can dial in for audio only to a Meet video meeting up to 15 minutes before the meeting starts until it ends. And second to the last is live streaming. If you're on the Enterprise Edition, you can turn on live streaming to allow up to 100,000 people to watch a Meet video meeting. While live streaming is added to an event, users get the stream URL that they can send to view-only participants. Take note that only guests within the organization can view a live stream from your organization, as this is part also of the security features. And last item is secure meetings. So to keep your information secure, Google Meet video meetings are encrypted in transit. The encryption occurs with video meetings on a web browser, on the Hangouts, Meet Android, and Apple iOS apps. Google Meet employs an array of counter-abuse protections to keep your meeting safe. So these include anti-hijacking measures for both web meetings and dial-ins. If you want to know more about the feature comparison, there is a link provided excuse me, on this slide that you can check. Thank you. So now let's move on to the logos that you can see here. where these are the public sector customers of Google globally. So these are just some logos. As you can see, there's State of Wyoming, State of Colorado, NOAA, so on and so forth. If you want to know the use case for each of these logos, you can also check the link below shown on this slide. Okay, and on our next slide are the public sector customers that we have. And I just would like to inform all of you that IPC is the first Google partner to deploy G Suite for a government entity in the Philippines. So we really have the capability to help you manage and configure or set up as simple as setting up your G Suite account and have the Google Meet ready to use. And then on our next slide, this is just some of the enterprise customers that you may be familiar with. So that's Salesforce. And the next slide will show you, uh, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Spotify. So that's also an enterprise customer of Google. And on my next slide, I'd like to give you a summary of Google Meet. Also, as simple as point and click, sharing is easy to use, meet from anywhere, meet with anyone. So if you are a Google search user, I'm super sure that you have not experienced any downtime. And as easy as typing your keyword on the Google search, you can easily see the answers that you need. So the AI that is present on Google search that you experience is also present in the G Suite tools that you'll be experiencing, especially that you'll be, using the video conferencing tools like this one, which is Google Meet. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you very much, Monique.
Thank you.
We are now opening the session for questions from our viewers. Monique, I'd like to start. One question is that how different is the trial version versus the paid version?
Okay, the trial version, there's really no difference. The trial version's features and functionalities are the same with the paid version. The only limitation that you have is how long you'll be able or you're allowed to use the trial version. So for paid version, you can actually avail of the promo. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Google has a promo that if you're already a G Suite user, you can take advantage of the enterprise features, like having 250 participants concurrent on the call. Plus, you can also live stream and record the videos. So that's an ongoing promo that will end on September 30. But yeah, the trial, you will have maximum limitation on when you will start and when you will finish it. For paid version, this is available until you are subscribed to it.
Okay, thank you very much, Nikki. Another question that was raised is you talked about or mentioned earlier regarding encryption. What type of encryption does Google uses for this particular application?
So for Google's security, actually prepared ako dyan. Google is very much into their protecting your data is their top priority. Yun na lang sabihin natin. And I can give you an exhaustive list of the different certifications, audits, assessments, and regulatory compliance of Google. So one of them is ISO 27001, 27017. So I think for video calling, it's important to know that they're also certified to FedRAMP. So I can also share these information to this on the slide once it's done, so we can share it to the participants who attended today.
Okay. So Nikki, just to clarify, the trial is also for 90 days?
So if you sign up for the trial, you have a maximum of 30 days.
Okay.
But if you sign up to the subscription, you can already enable the enterprise features, even if you're on the basic or business edition.
I see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. If there are no more questions, we'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to turn you over now to Joy Hilao for our closing remarks.
I'd like to thank all the participants in this session. Again, we will repeat, MS Teams has free trial up to September 30, Cisco WebEx 90 days, and Google Hangouts 30 days. We set the email already on the chat group, so that's jrhilao@pldt.com.ph and aimmartinez@pldt.com.ph. Again, thank you, and please join us in our next sessions tomorrow and on Friday.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe and God bless all of you. Thank you.